All right, this is kind of the revised video of the out of bounds plays. I kind of messed up the first one, and I actually changed the names of them to make them really, really easy for everybody. So, given that I also just reviewed them with the older kids just yesterday, I figured I'd make one blanket video for everybody. So, as you recall, the formation is the same for all four plays, and it starts with the three taking the ball out of bounds, the four and the five, the two bigs underneath, and the one and the two up in the top. And again, to remember which big is on which side, it's always the four right on the ball. And the good way to remember that is in our press, the four is right on the ball. So when we're taking the ball out of bounds underneath the other opponent's basket, same thing, four is on the ball. And it's easy to remember that the one is again closer to the ball because, I guess the one is more likely to have the ball in general, I suppose. And then the five and the two on the other side. So the, we're going to name them 1, 2, 3, and 4. But the idea being, I'm just going to, put a finger up to the three man who's taking the ball out, then he'll relay it to the players or something like that. So, 1 was actually the more complicated, but just because of the way the numbers worked out, this is the way we're doing it. And again, the first two are going to be against man to man. Okay, so this is 1. It's just really, really. It's not the easiest play, but it's not that difficult either. The 4 goes and sets a pick for the 1, who's going to break to the basket, as with most of our plays. The 2 is going to swing around to this 3-point arc on the left. And the key is that after the 4 sets the pick on the 1, the 5 is going to delay just about a half second and come over here and set a pick for the 4. And he's going to break to the basket. It ran really smoothly when we did it in practice, which is good. So let's just run it and just see how it goes. And just, with any luck, it just works exactly that easily. And we're going to call that 1. And it's going to make sense why that's 1 when we do the other 3 plays. All right, now 2 is, again, the exact same formation, and it's probably the easiest of them all. Just the 2 bigs just go and set picks for the guys at the top who are going to break to the basket, hopefully for an easy layup. And if that doesn't work, the 4 and the 5 just kind of peel back as kind of safeties to get the ball after that. So it's really, really simple. You'll just see it. It just goes straight back. These guys go, and then these guys peel. And that's 2, and the reason why that's 2 is you have 2 people going back and setting picks. I guess that's the easiest way to remember it. So again, just very, very simple. And that's against man-to-man as well. All right, now 3, very easy to remember because the play is to get a 3 for the 3, right? It's a play to get a 3-point shot for the 3-man. So that's easy to remember. And these last 2 are going to be against zones. So formation is the same, and really all that happens is these guys sprint to the perimeter, to the outside. The 3 inbounds to one of them who swings it across, and then the 3 uses a pick to get open in the corner for a 3. And this is open almost every time. So you'll see how this works. You see these guys sprint out this way. Ball comes in, comes this way, sets a pick there, and the 3 drills it. And again, in a perfect world. Worst case, maybe the 3 gets it and, feeds it down to the 4 who's already posting up, which works also. So again, these guys sprint out. Life is good. Hopefully. And again, that's 3 because it's a 3 for the 3. Okay, and 4, all that happens with 4, it does start out the same, but then what happens is the 4 and the 5 come back here, and they all get in kind of a bunch at the foul line, and then they take turns going to the basket. In other words, the 2 and the 1 first sprint this way, then the 4 and the 5 wait about half a second, and they sprint right towards the block. So it's basically 2 waves of people that are breaking to the basket. And the reason why this is 4 is, well, we're going to have 4 guys all bunched up at the top. Easy way to remember that. So it just basically looks something like this. And again, the key to this one is just kind of that delay between the first 2 guys going and then the second 2 guys going. So I guess may as well review. This is again going to be 1, with, I guess the way to remember one is just there was only one guy setting the pick. Remember the two is going to be flaring this way, and only after the four sets this initial pick does the five go. Or actually the five waits about a half a second. So you'll see how this goes. So again, that's man to man. That's number one. And this again is two with two guys picking backwards like this. And the two against the zone. This is three. Remember, you get a three for the three. Everybody kind of sprints out in the perimeter. Just two quick passes, and he gets it back. One, two. He picks on him. And then four again starts out the same, but then the four and the five quickly go back here, and you have a bunch of people up here, which is why it's called four. All four people up here. And then the two and the one first break this way. Then there's a delay, and the four and the five go. Right? And I think most of the people have been there now for all these. I think maybe one of the older kids missed it. So, Adrian, you can watch this, and at least we have something to do, a little organized when the ball is out of bounds underneath the opponent's basket.